My name is Victoria Winters. My journey is beginning. A journey that I hope will open the doors of life to me and link my past with my future. A journey that will bring me to a strange and dark place. To the edge of the sea, high atop Widow's Hill. A house called Collinwood. A world I've never known, with people I've never met. People who tonight are still only shadows in my mind, but who will soon fill the days and nights of my tomorrows.
In the year 1966, the first daytime Gothic soap opera hit the airwaves on June 27th, Dark Shadows. For the first several months, the show had a Jane Eyre-ish quality that was high on melodrama, but low on spookies. By the beginning of 1967, Dark Shadows was in trouble, and it seemed it would be cancelled. The supernatural was only hinted at, but never shown. Then finally, producer Dan Curtis put on a ghost, and the ratings went up. Soon he added a vampire, Barnabas Collins. Within 3 years, this horror soap opera spawned a feature film, House of Dark Shadows, and then Night of Dark Shadows. The TV show used the Seaview Terrace Carey Mansion in Newport, Rhode Island for exteriors as Collinwood. But the two films used the Gothic mansion Lyndhurst as the cinematic Collinwood. Come with us now for an exterior tour of Lyndhurst in Tarrytown, New York.
So we're sitting outside of Rose Cottage, and I wasn't actually going to do a vlog today, but we took a little trip to Tarrytown and to the Lyndhurst estate, and starting next week they're going to start letting people go inside Lyndhurst, which was also used for the film Dark Shadows and Night of Dark Shadows, so they should use the exteriors and interiors.
Collinwood, Maggie.
There's a paper's inside, will you?
Why?
Willie!
Maggie, you gotta take my word for it, because I can't explain it, see?
No, I don't see, Willie.
Maggie, you know how I feel about you. I mean, you know I don't want anything to happen to you.
What do you think is going to happen to me?
Will you please believe me, that's all.
Lean back, do the rock away, do the rock away. Lean back, do the rock away. Now, I could be wrong, but these remnants that are sitting here, I believe, are all that's left of the mansion, and I don't know the name of the mansion, but it was next to Lyndhurst, and it was used for the exterior shots of the old house on Dark Shadows, and supposedly it was between Lyndhurst and Washington Irving's house, Sunnyside. Here's the Hudson River, In the background, you could see the new Tappan Zee Bridge, or the Mario Cuomo Bridge, as it were. And you can also see that old bridge on top of the train tracks, which was used in Night of Dark Shadows. I'm just a wealth of information. Are you enjoying your day at Lyndhurst Mansion?
Yes, it's nice. It's actually a nice breeze today. So even though it's like 80 plus degrees, it's okay. But it just, it's not okay when you're climbing the hills, but it's okay when you're walking because there's a nice breeze, like now, for instance.
Ah. Here's the Rose Garden at Lyndhurst. Beautiful. Maribel and John, under the weeping willow tree, off the great lawn of Lyndhurst.
I got rest I don't feel good.
Sweetie doesn't feel good. What's the matter, sweetie? Take a powder. This was never here. I mean, haven't been here for quite a few years, and maybe it's been a few years since they put it in, but this was not part of the original house. Interesting. This chair looks like something out of a museum. Very decorative. Looks like something out of The Haunting with these little creepy faces. We've been coming here for many years now, and in the background is Rose Cottage, but here is what I always thought was a tomb. And as we found out on one of our tours here a few years ago, that the dog owned by Jay Gould or one of the other owners was interred here. In fact, there used to be a top to this, which is long gone, and there's nothing in there, no bones, no jackals or anything. Now, here is a little house called Rose Cottage. I saw this years ago, and on Dark Shadows, one of the last stories, Gerard Stiles lived in Rose Cottage. But evidently, it's just a little house for the children to go in. Now, it used to be open. Let's see if it's still open. Nah, they have it locked now. But inside, there's a little table and chairs. It's a little dollhouse for little people, children. So next to Rose Cottage is a structure that was once the stable house, right over here. In the film House of Dark Shadows, Carolyn, as a vampire, stood in that opening up there. The doors were opened, beckoning her victim. In the movie House of Dark Shadows, this was still the old stable, and you could see these grates that were between the horse stables. But as you can see, many years ago, this was made into a restaurant. I ate here quite a few times, but it's the welcome center now, and nobody eats here. There's the bowling alley on the grounds, not used in any of the movies. Here's inside the bowling alley with some pins, and there's the lane, and there's the head of the two-lane bowling alley with some balls. And here is a garden of ferns, not used in the Dark Shadows movies, but I love it. It's all ferns amongst the rocks. And over here is the pool house, not open, so I'm just getting a quick shot. This is where David falls and then wakes up later, and Carolyn's a vampire, and it's all foggy. In those days, in 1970, the roof was all open. But since then, they've closed the roof. There's no water in the pool. And one day we'll get inside. Sweetie, did you enjoy our little walk? We've been here before.
Yes, it was very nice, especially the rose garden, which is always my favorite part. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the weeping willow that you go underneath and sit on the logs. Because the one we went under was destroyed. So, but anyway, it was an exciting day, and being out with my honey makes it even more nicer.
And we're all sweaty, and we're going to, it's Sunday, and we're going to drive back to Long Island, but first we're going to get some nice cold beverages.
Yes.
Okay?
Indeed.
And this was our episode 8. Next time.
And our first day trip of the summer.
That's right.
2021.
Right. So, I don't know what episode. This is episode 8. Yes, this is episode 8. No COVID, and we're all good. So, next time, visit us for episode 9, Maria and Marc's vlog.
Woohoo!